Good morning, my wonderful humans. I hope you are able to hear me. Yeah, hopefully. I'll recheck just in case, but I am here this morning with my wonderful Ariel mug, my Disney mug. I am a mermaid fanatic. I love mermaids. I've got my Nespresso caramel cookie biscuit and some half and half, a little bit of dairy today, and then I have the dairy-free Ready Whip though. Have you guys had that coconut Ready Whip? It's just the most amazing thing ever. Delicious. I love it. Anyways, I am super excited to be here. I know many of you hopefully have went and followed me on Instagram and have been following the posts that I've been putting there. I talk to you guys a lot about like the importance of understanding your anatomy, and when you're looking with a mirror, what are you looking for and why is that so important? And I also talked about yesterday kind of the familiarity of understanding that like the penis and the scrotum and the male reproductive system is quite similar to the female reproductive system. A lot of times we falsely believe that our clitoris is just that one spot that we see at the top of our vulva opening. So we see that little circle and we all think like, oh, that's our clitoris, and that's all that there is to the clitoris. And that's so not true. Like, that clitoris is actually quite large. There's 8,000 nerves that go to the clitoris itself. Like, we have the ability to have immense pleasure from the clitoris, but it's really nice because it actually wraps around. So you have your vaginal opening in the middle, and you have the lips of the vagina, and you actually have the glands of the clitoris that go all the way down to that vaginal opening. And the reason that's important is it's so important to understand that you deserve pleasure. And I'm kind of doing a little bit of a series and doing my own research on information to help people understand that they deserve to have better orgasms, and give you information about how to have a better orgasm and different things that you can do to have a better orgasm. And I think it's important to understand that understanding your anatomy, understanding the way things function and why they function that way, gives you a little bit of an idea on why you deserve pleasure. Like, you were created to feel pleasure and birth babies as a woman with a vagina, or if you are, I'm losing my train of thought here, but if you are, if you're identifying as a female, like with a vagina, whatever, like, you know that gives you the ability to like talk about that part, right? And so we've got to get rid of the shame, and we've got to get rid of the guilt around opening up and talking to our partners about what we like and what we don't like. And that's going to be kind of like that next thing I talk about on social media is communication, because it's important that we have those conversations with our partner and we figure out the best way to communicate with them. Because I know for me, it was really hard to talk to my husband about that, because I didn't want to tell him that I didn't like what was happening, and I wanted everything to be different. And so it took a while for me to get to the point, but when I did, it was so much better for both of us, because now we both have really great sex and we both enjoy it. And we all deserve that as females, as males. Like, everybody deserves to have that ability. And so really more so on Coffee and Vulvas this morning, just giving you that encouragement to understand, like understanding your anatomy, understand what your clitoris is and how big it really is, which is kind of cool. Women can ejaculate. It's such a cool thing. And I'm going to put the link to this book down there, but this book is so amazing. Come As You Are by Emily Nagoski. Like, it is so good. And I've just gotten through the first 6 chapters, but it is like an amazing depiction and explains like piece by piece exactly what your anatomy is, what it looks like, why it's okay to not look the same as somebody else, why it's important to look. Everybody is so different. Like, you're totally normal, and also really goes into detail why we react the way we react, why sometimes we don't want sex, why sometimes we do, why sometimes we lose the desire postpartum, or why sometimes we lose that desire just in general. Like, it's really important for you to know all of those tips and tricks and understand that. And so that's a great book, and I'll put that down in the show notes too, just so you can kind of have access to that. But I hope that this gives you a little bit of that kind of like permission to communicate with your partner. And the ways that I recommend doing that is literally just writing out everything that you feel, or everything that you like and everything that you don't like, and just getting that courage to say, hey, I really, 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 really care about you, and I love being with you, and I love having sex with you, but I really want to talk to you about what I'm learning, and I want to tell you the things about my body. And I recommended the other day to have your partner look at your vulva for you as well, which is a really cool idea, right? Like, we do want to do that if we can. So anyways, it's important for you guys to know that you have permission to do these things. communicate with your partner and make sure that you are giving them the information on, hey, I know that this is what my body does, this is what I'm made for, and I really would love for you to understand that about me so that we can go through, pretty much all the things that we both enjoy. And so hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions down below.